Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, the 11th of November 2024. So stocks catch a bid and dollar surges to end hectic week. Notice that the Dow has made a new all-time high and the S&P has gone through 6,000 as well. Trump trade goes turbo, cryptos rip, gold dips, small caps best since COVID, and the S&P topped 6,000 for the first time ever this week, and its 50th record high of the year. So there you go. There's no end to the stock markets going up, and now we're getting into Santa rally season as well. So doesn't look like, as I say, it's going to take a lot of stopping. But let's have a look at economic news for this week before we move ahead. And today it's a holiday for both the US and for the French. What's the US holiday today then? It's Veterans Day today for the US, so the government bonds will be closed, but all the markets will be open. Okay, let's have a look at the markets from Friday and kick off with the Dow. So in the Dow, making a new all-time high as well, straight through the previous one. So let's just mark this up. So we've got a reference point for today. We're at 44,000, so 50,000 is now on the cards. 44,182. Just have a look, see how much this market's put on in the last year. This is a monthly chart, and just get some idea of where we are from this March all the way back to November. Let's have a look at a year from November of last year, as we're in November, and we're up 11,000 points. That just goes to show you, it's just insane, isn't it? The world's been falling apart. There's a recession in the making, according to the yield curve inversions, and yet the stock markets continue to move high. 11,000 points on the Dow in the last year. So Friday, just going back to it, so you can see that we've got a new all-time high, 44,182, and in the 30-minute chart, you can see it was straight up. Launchpad again. It's changed now, hasn't it? Before the election, it was move the market up in the derivatives and then bring it down. Now it's down and it's up, so they can buy cheaper. So the polar opposites at the moment. Obviously, still in love with Trump and what he's going to do. The market's up. And in the German DAX, stuck in a sideways range. Doesn't know what to do about Trump at the moment. Certainly, as I said before, the Europeans don't like Trump. That's the European leaders. So at the moment, the DAX sort of sideways, not knowing what to do. 30-minute charts, you can see there it sold off again on Friday. Markets then traded sideways and just trying to make its way back up. Maybe it's just becoming resigned that Trump's going to be around for 4 years, unless, of course, there's another attempt on his life. But at the moment, Europe certainly lagging behind there. In the S&P, well, we can remove the old previous high, an all-time high, and put in a new one there at 6,013. No end to the trade on the upside, particularly the US markets. Again, 30-minute chart, you see it moving sharply there. And then in the UK, down on Friday. They don't like the budget. Neither do I, frankly. I haven't found anybody that does yet. Again, the sell-off in Europe, markets managing to move up overnight, but not of any great moves there whatsoever at all. And once again, the dollar has gapped higher as it opened last night, so a lot of strength there for Trump as well, as far as the markets are concerned. The markets are really happy with the fact that he's been elected. I thought it would have had the opposite effect, but apparently not. So let's have a look at the metals, under pressure, no doubt. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised that they've not hammered the price of silver, given how much the US dollar jumped last night. But price is sideways there at the moment. I'm still looking at these downside numbers here if they get the chance. 30-minute chart. Again, you can see it tried to move up on Friday. LBMA open, down she goes. Market trying to find a bit of support from Friday's low there. Meanwhile, in gold, that got hammered overnight there as well, down to the 50 EMA. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see there it's below Friday's low as well. Once that starts happening, when you're overnight below the low, it takes a lot to bring it back. So again, we'll just have to see if they can manage to do this or not. And in the gold-silver ratio, I can say gold coming in for a bit more of a pounding overnight than silver. So down in the gold-silver ratio there at the moment, as silver holds steady and gold doesn't. Right, so have a quick look at the trades from Friday. And in the pre-market, the market down sideways there, and then as we saw in the previous chart, the DAX moving down from the open there, and then finding some support with a failed buy signal. It failed to move up from there after stopping and then moving down, and then a second leg to the downside, which you'll see there all the way down to the DP, as the market then finds a bit of support at the DP. The BRN retests but fails to hold, and then continues down further, and then prices find a bit of support just at the morning cutoff before then returning and failing to hold at the BRN there, big round number, as they go down and retest the S1. As I said before, Germany is not happy about Trump. Well, all the whole of the European Union and the elite, ruling elite in Europe. I'm sure we're still seeing the honeymoon period as far as the US is concerned, but prices trading sideways then in a range. The market goes down again, despite the fact that the Dow kicked off and moved to the upside. Europe still not having it, as prices then show potential buy signal that's not filled, but then does get filled, which is a shame, because prices then moved up to the 200 MA, where it found a bit of resistance there. You can see how that 200 MA is causing resistance, but then does break through, and then comes back, retests it, and then ends up moving lower. So they're not happy about the upside for the DAX in Europe at the moment, with Trump being there. Then the market just becomes really sideways there. Right, so have a quick look at the overnight markets. So prices managing to rally off the DP at the moment. It's the first time we've seen the market actually move up in the pre-market since the election. And we're currently 150 points away from the high, and also more or less the same for the low there as well. So stuck in a bit of a range. Market's been meandering most of the night, but at the moment the good news is we're above the DP, the 50 EMA, the 200, the 20. They're all in the right direction there. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see how the market pans out today with the US bond market being closed, and see what happens. So with that, as ever, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.